posted on the corner. I'm posted on the corner.
Posting on the corner with yours truly incognito.
And DJ Mrs.
From the boot to the A.
Come on.
Let your voice be heard each and every day. Dee-1 in the building.
Yeah. Yo, I like the convo we had off camera so much that I'm excited for what we about to talk about on camera. I'm like, I'm rocking with y'all. Yeah.
Okay, so with you being an activist, an artist, you put yourself on the forefront to speak for your people. How are you doing mentally?
Yeah, mentally, you know, I have my ups and downs, but it's been a lot of ups lately. A lot of ups because I've been getting a lot of validation that reminds me like, D, you making a difference, bro. You're not just making noise, you making a difference. It's a big, difference between just making noise versus making a difference. And that validation feel good mentally when you know, like, man, in a world full of people chasing the bag, people chasing followers, people chasing fame, I'm chasing change and I'm chasing impact. And knowing that that's happening, it makes me feel great because there will be a day and a time where God is going to call me home and I'll be dead and I won't be here in the physical. But hopefully what I represented and stood for and advocated for in terms of love, truth, righteousness, you know what I mean, realness, that is something that will live eternally.
Yes, it will.
I know that's right.
At what point in your life did you have to make the decision?
So I had to make my decision when I was in college about what I wanted to represent and stand for because I got to college and I was naive. I thought everybody went to college because we all wanted to create a better existence for ourselves, our families, and our communities. I realized some people went to college just so they could sell dope on the college campus. And one of them was my roommate. You know what I mean? And I was like, whoa, that caught me off guard. I realized some people went to college just so they could get around them big, huge football players that's about to go to the NFL and try to, sleep with them and get them a football player that's a ticket to the league. Because one of them was my girlfriend at the time. You know what I mean? End up cheating on me with a few football players. You feel me? I'm seeing this. So I'm realizing, dang, I'm in this environment where none of us ain't at home no more. We ain't in New Orleans no more. We all out here. We on our grown man, grown woman tip, but mentally people aren't grown. So I'm seeing all these decisions being made that's landing some people in prison, getting some people pregnant, getting some people a better, future for themselves. And I had to figure out which category do I want to fall in. That's the first time in life where it was like, which category do I want to fall in? You got the good, the bad, and the ugly. Which one you want for your future? And I chose good during that moment.
I appreciate you for doing that.
No, seriously. So you're in town. Well, you just told us that you just moved to the A.
Yeah, you putting all my business out there. I be trying to be incognito.
Incognito.
Yeah, we're going to put a big beep over that whole line.
Right,
you heard me? But
you
yeah, I love
A
Atlanta.
right now.
I love Atlanta.
You in the A right now for some voting events. Tell us how that been going for you. Tell us more.
Oh, it's been going great because as a responsible citizen of this country, it's important for us to exercise our right to vote.
Of course.
Many people sacrificed for us to have this right. And I've been doing work with quite a few organizations that are all about voter advocacy and making sure people are registered, making sure specifically people of color are registered to vote and actually exercising that right. I've been in North Carolina for the past few days, right? Few organizations. You got the Black Church PAC.
Yes.
You got Woke Vote. You got Until Freedom, and organizations that are out here, like I'm with them knocking on doors in the hood. You know what I'm saying? People coming to the doors. I got the videos in my phone to prove it, and they looking like, Dee-1, man, what the heck you doing in my door? Yeah. And I'm like, man, I'm just here. You heard me?
Up for something?
They think it's Publishers Clearinghouse and they want to check or something. And I'm like, man, nah. I'm like, bro, honestly, like, I'm just trying to get you registered to vote. You feel me? And then when they see, like, hey, you,
a real
like, I know who you are. Like, you're here. What are you doing in Greenville, North Carolina, advocating for voting registration and all that? And I'm just like, it's that important to me. That's part of the reason why I wanted a big platform, is to shine a light on the things that really matter in this world. What don't matter is what type of ice you got on your neck. You know what I mean? Little dude came up to me the other day. I was out here at an event in Atlanta. Dude came up to me after wanting to interview me, and he had one of them diamond testers. You know what I'm saying? So I could tell he go around. That's what he do. And I was like, little brother, let me talk to you, man. Let me tell you something. I said, man, I grew up listening to artists like Juvenile back in New Orleans. I said, I never forget Juve had a lyric. He said, you pay $1,500, I pay $59.99. Got diamonds and Rolexes and shine at the same time. I ain't scared, but I ain't dumb and I ain't stupid. I know how to survive in the projects and how to do this. You know what I mean? And I'm like, bro, out of all the things you could be doing, that's what you choosing to. That's what matters most to you. And I use that as an opportunity to teach because too many people with a platform are choosing to shine a light on things that really do not contribute to the betterment of our people. It's that simple. So for me, that's what I use my platform for. And we've been knocking on doors. We've been going to college campuses, getting students registered to vote because, man, some of these statistics have been like heartbreaking to me. When you see that 20% of the people in our community are showing up to vote in certain cities. 20%, right?
Child.
When you get statistics like, oh, in 2016, Donald Trump won by 100,000 votes in the state of Florida, but then you get a stat like, but in the city of Miami alone, almost 400,000 black people didn't vote. And he won the whole state by 100,000 votes. You know what I'm saying? And there's more stats like that. And don't quote me on that stat because it was a lot of states and stats that I just recently looked at. And I was like, man, that's crazy. If only our people showed up to vote more. But I understand that there's levels to this. You can't just tell somebody to vote. They got to feel like, why me? Yeah, why I got to vote? Does my vote even matter? Does it count? Right? Do people really care about me? Is change going to happen in my community soon as I vote? If Trump don't win, if Kamala Harris wins, is the hood just gonna automatically, translate into being something, transform into something better? And you gotta teach people emotional intelligence about even setting your expectations, properly. It's like me being like, man, I'm at Hot 107. I'm incognito. We posted on the block. Like for real, this interview is gonna change my life. You know what I'm saying? If I come to it with that expectation and we do an amazing interview and I'm gonna come out and the clips do well and people loving it and it go viral, but if it don't all the way change my life, that's like me sitting there being mad at y'all. And being mad at whoever set this interview up. Man, come on, man. I ain't doing no more interviews, you heard me? Because this one ain't changed my life. Like, we got to have emotional intelligence to know, like, no. It's about doing this interview, establishing a dope relationship, continuing to build, moving forward, you know what I mean? You do all these things, and eventually, over time, just like you put money in the stock market, you don't put it in and expect in one day that you done turned into a millionaire.
Hello?
But you look back after a long period of time where that stock has had time to consistently grow, and you be like, man, I turned nothing into something, like Julie be talking about. You hear me?
Y'all want to know something crazy? I just seen a post earlier today. One of our elders went to go vote, and she was explaining to people like in 1960, which isn't that long ago.
Really
when you
not.
think about it, they were charging black people $2
I saw that post.
to come and vote. $2 for black people to come and vote.
Charged because of melanin in our skin?
Yes, and that was in the 1960s.
Wow.
This elder is on a walker, getting off her bus to go and vote. Just because she knows she can do it for free.
Wow.
Just as she knows she can do it for free now. So it's like, I feel like if we also paid more attention to our elders and the stories that they had to go through and what they had to fight for just to put a check on the ballot. And we know $2 in 1960, baby, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So seeing something like that, it was like, damn, I'm happy that I got a chance to mail my vote in because I couldn't register here. I'm still a resident of Ohio. So I still had to do my part regardless of what was going on. And to be transparent with y'all, this was my first time voting.
Wow.
That's what's up.
Shout out to you, yo.
So, yeah, because I was one of
that.
those people that was like, and I went to HBCU. So it was just like but we didn't have a lot of people coming on to the yard telling us like, this is what we need to do. This is what it's just go register, just go vote. And it's like, I don't even know what I'm voting for.
Yeah.
Like, and at that time, I didn't care enough to Google. I didn't care enough to see policies. I just know, like, I want a black president.
Yeah.
But it was like, why though? And it was one of those things. So I knew this time, me getting on a platform and going to tell people to vote was very hypocritical of me. And I had to go out of my way to make sure that I mailed one in because I couldn't even register in Georgia.
Yeah.
So it's like, listening to that elder talk about that made me so proud that I went out of my way for her.
Yes.
Because now she can come and do her big one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're making the next generation proud. So thank you for standing on business.
Period.
For sure. You're posted on the corner with yours truly, incognito DJ Mrs. Dee-1 is here. When it came to picking out your artistry name, how did you land on Dee-1?
Yeah, I was a college student. I went to a school called LSU in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You heard me? And I remember thinking, like, yo, I'm about to really start doing this rap stuff. I need me a dope rap name. My first rap name was Deezy, just because my favorite rapper was Lil Wayne, and his nickname is what? Weezy, right? I was like, no, if I want to be taken seriously, I can't just be a knockoff of another man's name, you know? So instead of Deezy, I remember sitting in an apartment, ECA apartments with 4 of my boys, and we were sitting down, and I was like, look, y'all, I'm about to do this music stuff for real. I need a rap name. I came up with 2. I want us to vote on it, right? So my real name is David. So I was like, one idea I got is King David.
Okay.
Feel me? I was like, so let me know. That's one. The other one is Dee-1. And I was like, it's DEE-1, right? And I was like, what y'all feeling? I was like, my real name is David. David was a king in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Me being a king, stepping into the rap game, that'd be like fire. You know, this before King Von and the King Los and King this, King that. So that was one option, and then Dee-1. 2 of them was like, man, King David, that's hard. I feel that. The other 2 was like, man, Dee-1, that's fire. I like that. Then you got letters and a number in your name. It's like KRS-1, you know, or Mac 10 or Tech 9.
Yeah.
You got Dee-1. You hear me? So I'm hearing all that, and I'm like, dang, I'm the tiebreaker. So I thought about that stuff, and I was like, you know what? The reason why I'm going to go with Dee-1 is because it's a double-line tundra, you heard me? So we go to LSU. That's a D1 college. It's a D1 school. If you play sports, you know, like you got Division 1, Division 2, Division 3. So we go to a D1 school, but also I'm stepping in this game, standing on business, and I feel like I'm the one that God chose, like that he gonna shine that light on to allow me to really make impact in this game. So instead of the one, I'm taking the D from the word David, and I'm like, I'm D1, like I'm him. You heard me?
I'm D1.
There you go.
I like that.
So that's where it came from.
That's hard. Our platform is always open to you, brother. Whenever you want to come by the city, man, you know, stop by. We exchange contact. I appreciate your intention and your focus, man. Much success to you, man. And I'm a total supporter of what you got going on.
Thank you, brother. I could tell you
1000%.
mean that too. So that mean a lot to me. Thank y'all.
And you
I ain't
know,
stopping.
K-Dot gave you
K-
you your flowers.
K-Dot then gave me the alley-oop of a lifetime.
Come on, you hear me?
That boy Kendrick shouted me out in his song he just dropped, Watch the Party Die. He said, I want to be empathetic, my heart like D1. You heard me? All of a sudden, that made so many people be like,
what's up?
who is D? Exactly. And the
then
good part is,
it's beautiful
when they
because
go look, they like, oh,
you really like that.
Oh, he one of them ones.
D1.
There you go. There you go. So that's been beautiful, man. So shout out to Kendrick for that. You heard me?
For sure.
I put out a song in response to Kendrick shouting me out, and my song is called Call It Like It Is. And Call It Like It Is been going crazy, bro. People loving it. Like Big Sean that tapped in with me.
love that.
Charlemagne that tapped in with me. Like so many people since I put this song out, Call It Like It Is. I'm just calling the culture out for what it is at this point. You know what I mean?
Love
so
that.
I said, y'all done turned this culture trash. These so-called legends ain't no legends. I don't care if they sold millions or you hearing their message. Poisoning our whole community. Everybody hypnotized. Why you think nobody respect black people? No big surprise. Call it like it is. And I love New Orleans, my city, but I love God way more. I don't care if none of y'all with me. We celebrate being stupid and everybody's so gangster. But when you clocking for that white man, you be on your best behavior. Call it like it is. Most of the media people lame. They wasn't never really cool before they got inside of this here game, instigating y'all being messy. Y'all ain't helping nobody grow. Tell Joe Budden I'm on a mission, so don't butt in, Joe. I'ma call it like it is. Ain't no pressure on me. I'm applying the pressure. I'm powered by G-O-D, and we gon' be, all right? That's what Kendrick Lamar said. In the words of Lil Wayne, the sky is the limit. Yeah. You feel me?
D1.
Yeah.
Put on the corner, on the corner, on the corner.